Well, hey there, everybody. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me here today. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this hump day. If you're in the States like I am, you're probably already slowing down everybody. I went to the grocery store this morning to pick up a few things, and people are doing that crazy shopping, last minute shopping for Thanksgiving, and then all that shopping mess for Christmas will begin. So yeah, we're kind of in the holiday season, and I'm kind of winding down for a few days here to enjoy the holiday, watch a little football. Probably will eat pretty much what I have every day, which leads me into the subject today. I got a little secret about my raw food diet now. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you haven't already done it, please go down there and hit the subscribe button right now. Then you click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. You know, recently I was thinking about this topic when I was in bed last night. I was answering some questions and comments over on Instagram. And, you know, one thing I'm getting more than anything, people seem kind of puzzled. Some people, I'm not getting enough of this or that, or why do you eat so many bananas? So I just thought it was about time to just tell you where I'm at in my head with what I'm doing right now. Listen, I was born in the tropics. Well, my physical self wasn't born in the tropics. Maybe I should say I was reborn in the tropics, or my vegan self was born in the tropics. When I came to this lifestyle, like I say, this is just to kind of fill in the blanks for people that maybe haven't been following me this long. When I came to the lifestyle, I lived in Costa Rica. And if you've ever been, listen, there's fruit everywhere. There's tropical fruit everywhere. If I'm standing in Costa Rica right now, I know that I can go and get ripe bananas. That's a given. I can go get ripe pineapple most of the time. I can get ripe papaya. The only reason I'm saying most of this time is if you hit a store and it doesn't have any ripe, but man, I'm getting papaya, pineapple, mangoes. I remember those Saturday morning trips, man, of just like shopping 5 or 6 different mango stalls, meme sapote, all that goodness. Plus, I got greens a lot cheaper, organic, and in quantity down in Costa Rica. I can't even touch what I was getting greens for up here. And then there's just simply not any around. So basically, like I say, I was born in the tropics. I know how to do this lifestyle in the tropics. When I was down there, just because I'm here now, I'm not going to change my whole way of thinking, my whole philosophy. To me, disclaimer, to me, please understand that before you jump in and start thinking I'm judging you. This is a lifestyle for the tropics. This is a lifestyle for us to thrive on in the tropics. So I'm out of the tropics. I don't have the things of the tropics here. So for me, I just look at it like I'm on holding pattern. I'm just kind of doing the best I can. Yes, I bang out a lot of bananas right now. That's also too, you know, people are constantly starting to follow you that are new. There's people that weren't following me 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. During the summer, I had a lot more balance. Go back and watch some of my videos from July, August, and see what I'm eating. I'm sure I did a few what I eat in a day videos there, and it was a lot more diverse. I was getting up almost every day, religiously drinking watermelon juice to hydrate. So I generally have 3/4 to a gallon of watermelon juice in the morning. My second meal would be high water content because I was getting mangoes all the time from the Asian markets down in Pensacola. And then I would go into eating, you know, maybe an ice cream or bananas. But a lot of times during the summer months, it could be sometimes, you know, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon before I ever got around to eating my first banana or making a smoothie. Fast forward to right now. I'm getting basically I'm getting some mangoes. They look like good mangoes. They're from Brazil. They're hit or miss. They're not bad. I'm not saying they're terrible. But I haven't been buying enough of them, and they're $1.18 a piece. So I haven't been buying enough of them to really make a substantial meal. I just try, you know, every few days to have a few mangoes. You know, there's strawberries around here, but they're coming from so far away. People ask me about apples. Good question. Somebody asked me, I think, just in yesterday's video. I don't know. I think I understand. Listen, when you're out west and in certain places up north, I would probably be an apple fiend. I'd love to make apple juice, but we're not known for apples around here. And to be honest, I was in the grocery store yesterday. I bought 2 apples, coincidentally, and apples are like $1.99 a pound here. So we're just, you know, I just never was around apples all that much, except, you know, growing up, I'd eat the odd apple every once in a while. But if you're in a place where you get apples, good Lord, hell yeah, eat them, drink them, juice them, everything. But like I say, what I'm doing is like I'm just kind of in a holding pattern, trying to do the best I can. When the season switches back around, I'll get back into more diverse fruits. But I'm on holding pattern until I get back home, my home, which is in the tropics. Like I said, I'm not going to change my whole opinion on everything just because I moved from down there to the States. I used to say that if I didn't live in the tropics or have some desire or plan or thinking that I would go to the tropics in the future, I probably wouldn't even really do the raw thing all that hardcore, because once again, listen, my opinion, this is a diet, this is a lifestyle that's suited for the tropics. I mean, kudos to you, and I'm not telling you you shouldn't do it or whatever. I'm not going to do that in cold weather places. Somebody asked me that yesterday. You know, if I'm in the middle of Central Europe, or if I'm somewhere where I'm hardly ever getting, you know, very much produce, it's cold as hell all the time, no, I'm going to probably do another version of the plant-based diet. But that is just me. That's not me saying to you, if you are sitting wherever you are in the world, cold weather or not, rocking the fully raw lifestyle, I admire you. Carry on. Just probably not something that I would do, because for me, that diet is specific, you know, to the tropics. So I just do the best I can to approximate the tropics here. That's why, you know, mangoes, if you followed me in Costa Rica, you know that I'm absolutely batshit crazy obsessed with mangoes. Meme sapote, to me that might be the perfect food on the planet. It's got just that right amount of fat, it's creamy, it's just so good. So yeah, I mean, I understand, we all come from different perspectives. So mine is coming from a place, and yeah, I was spoiled. Let me tell you something. If anybody's out there, you haven't gone raw or whatever, you go raw down in the tropics, it's a whole different ball game. It's like you've got a jump start. It's like you got a jump start on everybody else, because, you know, it's hot down, there's fruit everywhere down there, and it's warm down there. So you're not really worrying about, oh, it's cold, I want to eat. And when you're living at the beach in Costa Rica, or certain areas of Costa Rica, it's just hot. You just do not want to cook food. Number one, it heats up your body, and number two, it heats up your house. I remember used to thinking about that every once in a while. I'd cook something during the middle of the day, and I'm like, oh my God, this was stupid. It's really hot in here. So, listen, I second guess myself all the time. To anybody out there that thinks I'm not smug about it or think I'm doing this diet perfectly, I probably am missing some things. I probably don't have enough variety in there. I probably need to get some more things into my diet that I'm not having, but I'm just, like I say, I'm just kind of in holding pattern. Now, depending on how things go, I am starting to get a little impatient. I've been back here in the States now for, what is it, July? I came back in early July of last year, 2017. So I've been here almost a year and a half now. I am starting to get a little antsy. I am starting to get a little bit tired to have to scurry around for food all the time, because, you know, like I say, going back when I was down in my little house in Jaco, I used to see others telling their tale of going around scurrying around here looking for fruit. It's like a damn squirrel having to run all over the place when you're in the States trying to do this diet. But I've got, Costa Rica's calling, or the tropics are calling, if another opportunity came up that wasn't in Costa Rica. But yeah, I'm working on manifesting that thing. I got to get back down to Costa Rica in 2019, and I did a little video. Did I do it here, or did I do it on Instagram, about, you know, taking a group down to Costa Rica? And I'm going to keep, I got enough feedback, I'm going to keep exploring that. It'll be kind of middle of the road. People always talk about money. No, it's not going to be some camping where you throw, where you throw a sleeping bag on the floor and pay $3 a night. It's not going to be $700 a night, but it'll be somewhere a nice balance in between. But the main reason I want to do this is to get me back down to the tropics. I'm going to tell you something. That farmer's market, Another thing you can look through, if you go back to my Costa Rica videos from a couple of years ago, when I was going to the farmers market in Alajuela, which is close to the airport, every Saturday. Oh my God, the first time I walked back in there after having been here in the States for a while, I'm probably going to break down and cry. I mean, because when I walk, but I never took that for granted when I walked down and walked up these long lines. I mean, you've probably not seen a market like this. I mean, it was just as long as a football field. There must have been 100 vendors in there. Like I say, on any given Saturday, I was like going around picking exactly which one I wanted from 5 or 6 different mango vendors. So I know the first time I go in there and just see all that stuff again, my sugarcane juice guy, my orange juice guy, I'm gonna probably cry. I'm gonna probably just break out, you know, out of such glee. But that's it right now. That's just how I'm doing, why I'm doing what I do. I don't tell anybody to follow me. I'm not saying you don't necessarily need to eat like me. I probably don't get enough, I don't have enough of a complete diet. I'm working on it. I'm starting to add more things in. I'm starting to try to fill in some of those gaps, but to finish it all, I'm just hanging on until I get back home. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.